Cory, back here in Colorado, it is a beautiful weekend, and there's a little bit of a chance for snow, right, coming up in the next couple of days?
Exactly. All that low pressure out there in the Pacific Northwest has actually increased our high pressure here. That got us that 70-degree day, but we do have some impacts, including snow, coming from those Pacific Northwest systems. I'll talk about that, but the first impact that we'll see is the winds, and we're already starting to see those across the Front Range foothills and the mountains. This is the forecast model here showing those winds sustaining themselves overnight here. This is about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and you can still see the winds here in the 30 to 50 mile per hour range. We'll stay relatively light here in the Denver metro area as we go through the next 24 hours. Here on Sunday night, it starts to die off a little bit, and we'll get a little last push here in the Denver area. As far as the wind's concerned, not too much of a big deal except for up in the high country. The snow will be an impact in a small area in the northwest part of the state. We have a winter weather advisory out for parts of the Park Range and the flat tops here. It does include steamboats, parts of Steamboat Springs here. We're expecting 2 to 10 inches, not too much accumulation with this storm system. As you can see, the futurecast here showing the snow entering the state early tomorrow morning. Here we are at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and it starts to spread down from the northwest towards the southeast. We'll start to pick up some showers here across the I-70 mountain corridor tomorrow, and at one point tomorrow night and into Monday morning, these snow showers will attempt to spill out onto the Front Range. There will not be very good conditions for bringing that snow to the ground and having accumulation, but we will at least have that opportunity, and then we clear out before the next storm. Computer models not too enthusiastic about it as far as the mountain towns are concerned, 1 to 4 inches, but you can see in the Park Range here, we do have a 2 to 9 inch hit. So there will be some areas hit. If we go down a little bit more south here, we will see some good snow accumulation along the I-70 mountain corridor across the day here on Sunday into Monday morning, maybe a decent hit over in the Aspen area. But here in Denver, we won't feel too much of the impacts on Sunday here, having a relatively mild day here with temperatures nowhere near as warm as they were today, but we will come close to 60 degrees tomorrow. Let's track the cold air on the cold front tracker because we have those systems moving our way. This is the first system here. This is the remnants of that bomb cyclone that was pestering the Pacific Northwest for several days there. This will have pretty minor impacts here for us Sunday into Monday with some relatively cold air for us, but not too bad. But the second one, there's actually 2 cyclones coming from that area. This one we're watching a little bit carefully because we could have the opportunity to mix in some cooler air, some of this extremely cooler air. I got it labeled the purple stuff here moving in. If we get the timing of that cold air with the moisture, we could be looking at some decent snow accumulation here in Denver. And then we'll have a polar vortex intrusion of some extremely cold polar air. That'll be staying to the east of us, but that'll impact travel because that's Black Friday and Thanksgiving weekend here, and it'll keep Denver just on the edge, keeping us pretty cool over the next few days after Thanksgiving. So we're watching that potential weather impact day here on Wednesday. Looks like so far 1 to 4 inches of snow kind of we can deal with, but we could get more if we get a little bit more of that cold air to time out just right. So that's why we're watching Wednesday very carefully. And then as we go into Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend, we stay cool here, but relatively dry.